Hey, my name is Levi Jones, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about my new workout tracker web app. So let's jump right into it. So this is the workout planner website. We have two main pages, the exercise page and the plans page. On the exercises page, we have names of specific exercises and their descriptions. So here we can see that we have bench press, skull crushers, chest fly, and a bunch of different ones. And these are all stored in local storage. If I delete one, it'll remove itself from the list, and I can also create new exercises. So I can create an exercise here. We'll say hip abductions. We'll say using the machine. Perfect. And now that that's been added, that is in local storage, so we can refresh and we can see that that stays persistently. And now that we've added a new exercise, something cool that we can do is that we can add it to a workout plan. So workout plans work the exact same way as exercises, where they're stored in local storage and you can delete any of them, like this. In our case, we have a workout push day that has a difficulty, a length, and then we can see the list of all the exercises that I've added to it. Now I can create a new plan. Let's call it leg day. Say workout difficulty is 7 out of 10, and the length is 1.5 hours. Now I'm able to add exercises, including hip abductions, the one we just added. I'll also add in calf raises and squat. Then, once I save this workout plan, we can see that it has been added to the list with its name, difficulty, length, and those 3 exercises that we added. Let's jump into the code. So this code is using Tailwind for the styling, and it's using React and Next for the routing. So for this project, I learned how to use Next routing, which is based on the new app directory, where you put subdirectories for routes and then the JSX files within those directories. One cool part of this project was how we stored things in local storage. We had a really simple interface for storing data in the local storage. We basically just say, what collection, plans, or exercises do we want to store our data into, and then we just stringify the JSON, and we use date.now for unique IDs. That's pretty simple, but the way that we use it is really interesting, which is if I go to this page for the exercises, we can see that we're using React's useState to make this page reactive. So what we do is we get collection exercises, which pulls the data out of local storage, and then it puts it into this exercises variable that's using useState. Now the cool thing is that this exercise list component has a property where we're passing in exercises. This means that those exercises that you see on this page are drawn dynamically based on that component, and it will react when we update it, because when we update it, because we're using useState, we have a separate function that we call to update the exercises that we'll call whenever the local storage updates. So that allows us to dynamically update this list whenever we either delete one, add one, or modify one in any way. And same exact way for the plans. If I go into the file, we can see that we get collection out of the local storage and we use state on it. Then in that state variable, we pass it into this plan list component. And to dive in a little bit deeper, that plan list, all it does here is it maps over all of the plans, and then it draws them out using this plan component, which essentially just takes in plan data and displays it in HTML. One other thing that was new to me was the styling. So since I use Tailwind, this is all the CSS that's in a CSS file. Most of the styling is done inline with utility classes from Tailwind. As we can see here, This div has a class name of grid, grid calls for, and a bunch of other properties that come from Tailwind. This means that you can do styling inline, and this is really effective with React's component library because you don't have to copy and paste a lot of this stuff because components are being instantiated dynamically. And so you don't have to repeat a lot of classes or styles all over the place because you just make the component, put the styles on it inline, and then use that component in other places in your code. So I really enjoyed learning that, and I really like the structure of it. So that is the project.